Did you know that the American bison is the largest mammal in North America? Roaming the grasslands with a formidable presence, the bison commands respect. Picture an animal whose massive head and broad shoulders are covered in a shaggy mane that ripples in the wind. With a powerful build that supports a weight of up to 2,000 pounds, these giants are not just impressive, they're the epitome of strength. This majestic creature has a story that mirrors the tumultuous history of the American West. Once roaming the grasslands by the millions, the American bison's presence shaped the ecology of the Great Plains. These majestic creatures once wandered from the forests of Alaska to the grasslands of Mexico, playing a pivotal role in the ecosystems they inhabited. The bison's grazing habits naturally managed the prairie grasses, fostering a landscape that supported a diverse array of flora and fauna. Beyond their environmental impact, bison held a central place in the life and spirituality of numerous Native American tribes. They provided essential resources such as meat for food, hides for clothing and shelter, and bones for tools, making them integral to cultural ceremonies and daily survival. However, the arrival of European settlers marked the beginning of a steep decline for the bison. The westward expansion and the insatiable demand for bison products fueled commercial hunting practices that nearly wiped them out by the late 19th century. From tens of millions to near extinction, the bison's plight was a dramatic chapter in American history. By the late 1800s, fewer than 1,000 bison remained, teetering on the edge of extinction. This dramatic decline was not a natural occurrence, but the result of relentless human activity. The expansion westward brought with it the railroads, slicing through the heart of the bison's habitat. As the iron tracks spread, so did the commercial hunters, often shooting bison from the trains for sport or profit, leaving the prairies littered with skulls and bones. The demand for bison hides in the east fueled this mass slaughter. These hides were used for everything from industrial machine belts to fashionable coats, driving the bison to near obliteration. Amid this devastation, a few visionary figures and organizations began to recognize the dire situation. Early conservationists like Theodore Roosevelt and groups such as the American Bison Society started advocating fiercely for protective laws and the establishment of reserves. Their efforts marked the beginning of a long, challenging journey toward recovery. It was a race against time to save the species that once dominated the American landscape. From the brink of disappearance to a symbol of wildlife conservation, the bison's story is one of remarkable recovery. In the late 20th century, a concerted effort began to bring the American bison back from the edge of extinction. Visionaries, conservationists, and various organizations stepped forward, initiating programs that would re-establish bison populations in their natural habitats. Today, these majestic creatures roam freely in protected reserves and national parks across the United States. From the sweeping prairies of Yellowstone to the rugged landscapes of Utah's Henry Mountains. The resurgence of the bison is not just a victory for the species, but a triumph for biodiversity. These animals are keystone species, playing a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance of the grasslands. Their grazing patterns help stimulate plant growth. Their hooves aerate the soil, and their presence supports a complex web of life that includes everything from insects to birds and other mammals. Moreover, the recovery of the bison holds profound cultural significance for many indigenous groups. For centuries, bison have been integral to the culture, economy, and spirituality of Native American peoples. The revival of bison populations has allowed many tribes to reconnect with this critical aspect of their heritage, fostering not just ecological restoration but cultural revitalization as well. As we witness these herds thrive and expand, the American bison stands not just as a survivor, but as a beacon of successful conservation efforts.